I'm Stina, and I'm pursuing a more intentional seasonal life. And to get that going, I started doing Project Pen in April. And it quickly became a lot more than just using what I have until those projects are done. Like, subscribe, and let's get going. Did I take on a little more than I could with this video? Absolutely. July and August were traveling month. They were also birdwatching month, with a lot of really nice time spent just slowing down and observing. I traveled to meet friends and family that I would not otherwise be able to see, and on the way visit a lot of new places. And visiting and discovering a lot of things, including one of the ugliest treasures I've seen. The picture does not do it justice. Sorry. Not sorry. The rest of the Swedish History Museum is fantastic, highly recommended. I also saw Descartes' resting place, allegedly. I also visited the National Museum that had gorgeous paintings and great Swedish design through the ages. I had the obligatory cinnamon bun and coffee, and I wrapped up the Stockholm visit with really good whiskey.
Bollebygd 1553, buss 101, Åkerplatsen. Ed 16:13, spår nummer 7. Varberg, Falkenberg, Halmstad, Laholm och Båstad.
I also learned about fika, a break to take coffee and a cinnamon roll and speak with people. So there was a lot of that through the entire 2 months. Also, a lot of walk in nature. And a lot of reconnecting with crafts and hobbies that I hadn't done in a while. And now I know how to knit with more than one color. I also took a huge step, and I documented it in my shorts. I started running regularly, a lot, and enjoying it. And that culminated in me running my first official 10K race in 58 minutes. It was great. So what does all that do for Project Pen? Well, to start with, this is years of half-used or even just barely used product that we cleaned out of the closet where we stayed. There was more, but I'm pretty sure that 40 years old anti-mosquito spray is toxic to everyone, not just the mosquitoes, so it was tossed as soon as it was found. This is not to shame or be mean or in any way to the people who left those here, and I'm sure expected to use those again. That opportunity just never presented itself, and all those products stayed in a closet. And thinking back to my own pile of stuff, and how easy it would have been to push it in a corner and forget about it for several more years, this is just, to me, an illustration of and a good motivation for why I'm doing what I'm doing with this project. And well, I forgot that last year I left press wash here. Yeah. But I bought for anyone on the way thinking I didn't have any. So yeah, I am not here to judge. I am just here to do the project and have a more concrete sense of what I'm using, how I'm using, and how much I have, and I'm leaving all over. Another one I should have known better I stayed at an hotel for a week and I thought using the hotel shampoo would be fine. Surprise, it was not. So I grabbed the first set of shampoo, conditioner, hair cream I found in the nearest department store. That turned out to be an actual good thing, as I like those shampoo and conditioner a lot more than my regular ones. More on that in next month's video. But also for all of July and August, that is all that I bought. Not living in walking distance of the stores, surprisingly, helped with the spending problem. Who would have known? Now for what did get used. Being outside meant sunscreen. Do wear your sunscreen. And I had that tiny sample to go through. I did remember to bring it with me. There was enough in it to be used on 2 different days. And then it was used. That was great. The face wash that I had left from last year, I went through it. It was finished as well. This bottle of Nux oil was also finished. I used to use this all the time. I really loved it, and then I just stopped. But here, there's just the exact amount of moisturizing product that I need. So it was quite easy to finish because that was, yeah, I don't need more, I don't need another product. It's not super dry. Perfect. I am tempted to ask for it as a gift because, well, this is the July and August video. I am finishing it in November and people are starting to ask me for Christmas gifts, so that could work. So, tally time. June ended with a total of 134 products. I bought 4. I found 1 extra that I had left, and I only finished 3. That gets me to the end of August with 136 products. It's not as good as I'd want it to be. That's not exactly where I want to be, but it's not that bad. And, you know, at this point, consistency is a progress. So what is next? September marks the 6 months of this project. 6 months. I'm very interested to see where I am in comparison to the first month, which was April. Can I actually start to see a difference? What have I changed? If I change anything at all in how I'm using products, how I'm buying products, how I'm wanting to buy and use things? Can I tell if knowing more about how my brain works has had any impact on buying, using, and interacting with this project? The July and August honestly was a really nice pause, but that is not the usual. So it's going to be very interesting to me to see how September and October look like. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Have a wonderful day.